Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to try to fix this laptop here. This is an HP Chromebook 14-inch, and I believe the model number is G3. And so it's not powered on, so let's go ahead and see what's going on with it. As always, the first thing is to plug the charger. I know it's going to be a little bit difficult if you're following along with this repair, because I don't have I haven't been able to get a multimeter that I can mirror on my desktop. It makes it a lot easier, and I don't want to use a complicated setup in which I have to point cameras at the multimeter. So let's go ahead and see if this thing can power on. I'm going to connect the charger, and as you can see, I have no I don't know if you guys can see. There we go. No charging light. So we're missing the 19 volts on this laptop. Let me go ahead and make sure I have 19 volts coming into my charger. It's actually okay, so that's 19 volts there. Charger is working. So let's go ahead and open the laptop. There we go. All right, so I already can see that it's missing a few pads here. So probably someone already opened it. It's important to make sure you get all the screws before you try to open the laptop. Sometimes you forget one screw and you think you got them all, and you try to pry it open, and that's when things start breaking. I believe I got them all. Let's see. Sometimes it's better if you use two tools at the same time. And I might have forgotten one screw. That happens. Yep. That's exactly what happens. That is exactly what happens. I forgot one screw. Thanks God I didn't force it. I didn't try to force open the keyboard. Let's try it again. There you go. Now it works. Yep. And once you open it, as you can see, you have the keyboard ribbon cable on the trackpad. The keyboard ribbon cable is this black here, and the trackpad is this one. So we need to disconnect those two. So let's go ahead and connect the charger again. this time, um, this is the charger connector, and it's coming right here into this connector. So I'm going to get the microscope, because that's the first thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I'm getting 19 volts on this side of the connector. All right, so apparently these two pads, these two pins right here, these two connectors, I believe that this is either ground or 19 volts, because it's a big track. And so I believe this is ground right here. So let's make sure that we identify the input of the 19 volts and the ground before we continue to trace the 19 volts. So I'm going to put the meter in continuity mode so you guys can hear the beep. Making connection with these two pins here. And I'm going to touch the chassis of the laptop, the USB chassis, and that is making connection. Let's see this one. All right, so here we go. That is ground. So this is ground. This has to be 19 volts right here, because I see no other big track along this connector. So let's go ahead and, as a matter of fact, the 19 volts are plugged in. And I have no voltage coming in. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Let me see if I can put it back in the... Look at this. This is the two, apparently the two cables that come here on the big track are disconnected. Apparently someone pulled it in from the cable. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to test if the laptop's coming on using the power supply. So I'm going to set up the power supply to 19 volts, and I believe this one is 3.5 amps. So I'm going to set the power supply to 19 volts and 2 amps. All right. And I'm going to come with the leads of the multimeter. To the 19 volts track. And let's see if the laptop is coming on. And that way we can rule out if the problem is that this connector is broken, or the fact that there is something wrong with the motherboard. Let me bring the microscope. So the laptop is working. As you can see, we have video now. and it's running the Chrome OS setup. So the problem is the connector. I'm applying 19 volts directly into the 19 volts. So that fixes that takes care of one problem. The other problem is that I noticed that I have a blinking light. I don't know if you guys can see it there. Anyways, the battery, when the battery is taking charge, you're supposed to have a solid light. I believe that you're supposed to have a solid light on the 19 volts LED, on the charger LED. And that probably indicates that there is something wrong with either the battery that is not taking charge, because I'm looking at the power supply and it is only taking 150 milliamps. So on a complete discharge battery, it should take at least 1 amp, or maybe more, maybe 1.5 amps. So probably besides the connector, this laptop also has a bad battery. Let me go ahead and turn it off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fix the connector, see if I can get those pins inside the connector. All right, so I got the 2 pins inside the connector. It doesn't look, brand new, but at least it's in there. And so let's see if we can turn on the laptop, and that was the problem. Let me plug in the charger. And this time it should come on. Cross our finger. Here we go. And here we go. We have video. But the other problem with this laptop, as far as I can see, is a blinking light, which is an indication that it might not be taking charge, given the fact that it's only taking 100 milliamps. I believe it's the battery. I'm going to do a search online and see how much I can get this battery for. But you're talking about a laptop that maybe it's worth $60, $70 the most. So I don't think it's reasonable to buy a battery for, let's say, $20 on a laptop that is, it's only worth like 50, $60. So anyways, that's the video. I think I fixed the laptop as far as it can be fixed. Again, as always, remember to subscribe, give it a like, and see you in the next video.